Great. Okay, so come over to sit on your mat, and we're going to do our warm up sitting down with our legs crossed. So come over for me, just cross your legs nice and crossed. And today we're actually just going to do a little bit of breath first. So I want you to sigh out your breath. When you sigh out your breath, really relax your shoulders and just release any tension in the body. So you can just relax your hands down on your knees. Just be just a gentle reminder to make sure that the shoulders are nice and relaxed. Just be mindful and even think of releasing any tension in any muscles. Maybe if you're hunched over, you're on the laptop all day today. So just take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, just sigh out that breath. Deep breath in through the nose. Then as you exhale, just sigh out the breath. Release any tension and just allow the shoulders to relax. Just switch everything off. Breath in again. And as you exhale out through open mouth, just sigh that breath out. 2 more. Inhaling. The next breath for me, you're going to exhale out through open mouth, but we're going to engage our core and lift our pelvic floor. So a nice deep inhale through the nose. And then as I exhale, scoot the belly button back, drop that pelvic floor. Imagine those sit bones lifting up. Good. And then breath in again, release. And then exhale, drop the pelvic floor for me. Lifting the pelvic floor, shoulders nice and relaxed. Good. Last one as we inhale through the nose. Nice exhale, drawing up the pelvic floor. A little bit of activation through your core, about 30%. Then we're going to float the hands behind the head. So just fingertips on the tip of the neck, the bottom of the skull, elbows nice and wide. Remember, don't bring the shoulders up, relax them down. Elbows wide, take a deep breath in the center. And then as you exhale, I want you to rotate over to one side, whichever side you want to. The elbows stay nice and wide, getting that nice rotation into the waist. And then we're just going to circle the head. So drop the chin down towards the knee, and then circle all the way around, taking it up to the other side. When we come to the other side, open up the chest, lift the chest towards the ceiling, rotate, drop the head down, little circle. Good. As I come to the other side, think of opening up the chest as you lift. Elbows stay nice and wide. Little rotation at the top of the chest open. Drop your chin down towards the knee. Little circle around. As we lift up on the other side, opening up the chest, elbows wide. Little rotation at the top. Chin drops down towards the knee. Taking the head, circling around. Lifting up, open up the chest. We're going to go the opposite side. This time you're going to drop your chin down towards the opposite knee, circling around, elbows stay nice and wide. As we lift up, open up the chest. Imagine someone has their hands behind your head, and even you push your head into your hands as we open up the chest. Good. Little rotation, dropping the chin down towards that knee. Little circle around. Good. Lift the chest up. Open up the chest nice and wide. Keep the chest wide at the top. Rotate at the top. Chest stays wide. Now drop the chin. Little circle around. Lifting up. Open the chest. Rotate. Last one for me is to drop the chin down. Doing that little circle all the way around. You're opening up. Lifting up. Open up the chest. Taking it all the way back into the center. Release the hands, take the hands down by your sides. We're going to take one leg out to the side. So I'm going to go with the right leg. So keeping my left heel in, reaching my right leg nice and long. We're going to do a hinge over. So think of lifting up out of the hips, float the hands up towards the ceiling, keeping those shoulder blades melted down your back. Take a deep breath in the center here. As I exhale, we're rotating again and just hinge over towards your foot. Draw your toes back towards you. Go as far as you can with it. Don't worry about pulling all the way down. Just warming up. Float the hands up. Take it back into center. Breath in the center. I'm drawing my toe back towards me to get that nice stretch into the back of the leg. Inhale at the top. Rotate and then hinge all the way down as you exhale. Floating back up. rotate to center. Breath in, exhale, rotate, and reach all the way down. Lovely. Floating it all the way back into center. We're going to do a hip opener here, but we're going to keep this position. So you're going to keep the leg long in front. The hand that's on the side where our knee is bent, take that hand behind. Holding it here, take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, lift the hips up, keeping the legs straight. Lift the hips up, open into the hip, reaching the hand up towards the ceiling. Get that lovely length, right from the pubic bone up to the crown of the head. Open up through the hip. Hold it here, and then just circle that arm for me. So as the arm reaches, just circle. Circling that arm. And you can keep your eye line on that hand as it circles, just to get a little bit of movement into the neck. Circle for 3, 2, and 1. Float all the way down. Draw that knee, or draw your heel in, and we'll swap over to the other side. So nice and tall on the sit bones, drawing that left toe back towards you. Take a deep breath in, floating the hands into the center, relax the shoulder blades down. Deep breath in here, exhale as we rotate, just hinging forward over onto that left leg. Draw the toes back towards you. Floating back up, taking it into center. Deep breath in, exhale, rotate, hinging over. Hinge forward, floating back, center. Relax the shoulder blades down. Exhale as we rotate, hinging forward. Last one here. Inhale. Exhale as we hinge forward. Good. Growing tall, back into the center. Reaching the hand behind. The same here on this side. Keeping that leg nice and long. Deep breath in. Exhale. Squeeze the glutes. Tuck the tailbone under as we come all the way up. Lifting up. Lengthening through the leg. Taking that hand up towards the ceiling. Feel that open into your hip flexor. Open up the chest, hold it there, squeeze your glutes, opening up the hip, and then circling that hand. Top hand reaches, circling. So it's like you're drawing a circle, full circle now with that hand. And you can keep your eye line on the hand so that you get that little bit of mobility and movement through the neck. And again, we're warming up here. Inhale. Exhale as we circle. Last one. Circling. And all the way. Float your tailbone back down onto the mat. We're going to swing the legs all the way over. So we're taking our feet to the end of the mat. So feet at the end of the mat. We're going to do half roll back. So I'm not going all the way back just yet. So feet all the way down on the mat. Be mindful as always. Even pressure on both feet. I'm going to float my hands out in front. Wrists stacked in line with my shoulders. Open up the chest here. Collarbones nice and wide. Don't hinge back yet. Imagine you're up against a wall. Keep that lovely straight back. Think of that posture. Inhale here for me. Exhale. We're scooping the belly button. Rolling back off the sit bones onto our tailbone. Taking it all the way. Go as far as you can. But make sure you keep that core engagement. Pull the belly button down. Collarbones stay wide. Reach to your fingertips, eye gaze straight ahead, or just at the tip of your knee. Take a deep breath in here. Use your exhale, scoop the abdominals as you roll up, rocking back up onto the sit bones, nice and tall, hands out in front, palms facing towards each other. Deep breath in at the top. Exhale, scoop the abdominals, rolling back. The slower you go, the more challenging. Go as far as you can with it. Hold it. Keep that core engagement. Hold the belly button down towards the mat. Deep breath in, shoulders are melting along down my back as I scoop the abdominals, rolling back up onto the sit bones, nice and tall. 2 more of these. Inhale at the top. Exhale, scooping the abdominals as we roll back. So I'm nearly leading with my belly button. My shoulders are drawing forward. Good. Deep breath in. Exhale. Good. We're nice and tall up on those sit bones. Collarbones nice and wide. Inhale, exhale, scooping the abdominals as we roll back. Good. Relax the shoulders. Reach through the fingertips. Even pressure in both feet. Hold it there. Take a deep breath in. Float the hands up and lower. Lift, lower. Last 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Float the hands out. Stay there for 4, 3, 2. Scoop the abdominals as we grow nice and tall. Relax the shoulders. Next one, we're going to come all the way down. So inhale at the top. Relax the shoulders, nice and tall on those sit bones. Use your exhale as we scoop the abdominals back. I'm rolling lower, middle, upper. Good. Taking the head all the way down onto the mat. Holding it here. We're going to come in and we'll do a nice little bit of movement through the pelvis. So just get a little bit of mobility into the pelvis. Feet about hip distance apart. A little closer towards the sit bones than usual. We're going to come up into a nice bridge. For the first couple of reps, remember, think of that pelvis as a tiny little chain of pearls. So you're not dropping the pelvis like a block. It's one little pearl at a time. Reaching the hands down beside the body. Palms down towards the ceiling. Drop the chin towards the chest. Just a little bit. Get that length into the back of the neck. My collarbones are nice and wide. Take a deep breath in. As I exhale, just pressing that lower back in. So imagine the hips are like wheels. Press the lower back into the mat. Pulling the belly button down. Keep that chin just a little drawn towards the chest. It's about a fist distance between the chin and the chest. Take a deep breath in here. Use your exhale. The wheels are rolling away from you, where you're creating that nice arch into the lower back. Exaggerate that arch for me. Don't go into neutral. Go a little further. That marble, we're rolling it down towards the pubic bone. Inhale here, exhale, scooping the belly button, rolling back. The marble is rolling down now towards my chest bone. I'm imprinting the lower back. I'm relaxing the shoulders. Deep breath in. Exhale, roll the pelvis again. Good. Marble is rolling down towards the pubic bone. I'm creating that exaggerated arch. Inhale, exhale, rolling, imprinting. Really press the back into the mat. You're going to slowly roll back, keeping that marble on your belly button. So we're in a lovely neutral spine to begin. So that little bit of a gap between the lower lumbar spine and the mat. Readjust the feet, just make sure they're a little closer towards your sit bones, about hip distance apart. Take a deep breath in here. We're going to come up into our shoulder bridge. So as I roll now, I'm imprinting the lower back. My tailbone lifts. Think of rolling one vertebrae at a time. As I slowly take my tailbone up, drop the chin towards the chest. Don't flare the rib cage. Squeeze the glutes, reach the knees away. Take the hands down onto the mat. Hands facing down towards the floor. Good. Holding it here. Think of your alignment. Knees stacked in line with the hips, in line with the shoulders. Keep the flare or the rib cage knitted together. Even pressure on both feet for me. We're holding it here. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, you're slowly going to flow your right knee into tabletop. Holding it here. Really squeeze on that left glute. Take a deep breath in. Using your exhale, you're going to straighten the foot, lengthening it all the way out. So my knees are parallel with each other. They're nicely aligned. And then I'm floating the right knee back to tabletop. Squeeze on that left glute. Breath in. Exhale, reach your heel away. Draw it into tabletop. Reach and back. Really stabilize through the hips. Don't allow one hip to dip. Keep them really even. Inhale. Exhale, length for 4, 3, 2. Last one. Reach it long. Stay long. Point the toe. Lift the foot. Lower to the mat. Lift. Lower. 4, 3, 2, 1. Both feet down. Squeeze the glutes. Stay up in your bridge. Deep breath in. Nice exhale. Squeeze into that right glute. We're floating the left knee into tabletop. Square off the hips. Press the hands into the floor. Really work into the triceps as well. As we lengthen, tabletop. Reach, tabletop. Squeeze on that right glute. Hips stay really even. Last 4, 3, 2. Last one, we're keeping it long. Stay long. Point the toe, lengthen out. We're lowering and lifting. Good. Really control it now. Don't swing the leg. Slow and controlled as we lift and lower. And I'm pointing the toe, really lengthening. Good. You'll feel that hip flexor open as you take the foot down. Lift. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Float both feet down. Squeeze the glutes. Stay up in your bridge. Reach the knees away from me. Take a deep breath in at the top. Using your exhale slowly. Roll down. Upper. Middle. Imprint that lower back. Rolling into neutral, creating that little bit of a gap. Really nice. We're going to come over onto the core now. A little bit of core exercises just to warm up. We're going to lift the head, floating the head up, and then placing the hands behind the head. I'm loving these recently. So just to warm up the abs, both feet are going to be flat. I'm in a neutral, so I have that little bit of a gap. And I'm not allowing my rib cage to flare up. I'm not allowing my chest to really sprawl out. My chest is quite open, but I'm keeping the rib cage knitted together. Little bit of a gap between the lower back. We're going to lose that though as we inhale in the center. And then as I exhale, I'm just lifting the head and shoulders up, pressing the lower back into the mat, pulling the belly button down, and then taking the head down. Inhale, exhale, lift, and lower. Just tap the fingers or your knuckles off the mat, and lift. Inhale on the way down, exhale as we lift up. And really think about getting the shoulder blades up off the mat. So lifting up so my shoulder blades lift up off the mat. So I'm not just pulling on my neck. Elbows wide and lift and lower. For 4. Good. 3. Good. 2. Just in the center. 1 more. Lift. Hold it up. Stay up, and then we're going to float our left knee into tabletop. Holding it here. Take a deep breath in. We're going to go underarm towards our knee rather than our elbow. So we're getting that lift of the shoulder blades. As I come back to center, reach the left heel away. Lift, underarm to knee, reach as I come back into the center. Cross, reach, scoop the abdominals down. And reach. Really activating the obliques. Good control. Cross. And you're taking that underarm towards the knee. So it's not the elbow. So we're really lifting that shoulder blade up. Really activating through the obliques. Cross. Drawing in. Reach. Take it to the center. Last 4. Reach. Good. 2. Last 1. Take it all the way in. Hold it here. And then you're going to squeeze the elbows. Take it a little bit wide. Squeeze. Wide. Squeeze. It's like you want to squash your forehead with your elbows. Keep the knee drawn in. Keep that shoulder blade lifted. Right, or left knee draws in. Right shoulder blade is lifted. Together. Don't squeeze the back of the head. Think like there's like a balloon in between your elbows. You want to pop it. So we're just squeezing. Lift a little higher for 4. 3. Good. 2. Last 1. Stay up. Reach your right hand across that left knee. Pulse up. Up. Last 10. Pulse 9. Last 4. 3. 2. 1. Hold it up. Lift a little higher. Hold it up for 8. 4. 3. 2. 1. Release back to center. Straight into the other side for me. Deep breath in. Exhale, lifting up. Floating the right knee into tabletop. Taking that underarm towards your knee and then lengthening all the way out. Good. Cross. Center. And reach. Obliques will fire. My left foot is flat on the floor. So just that right knee is drawing in. I'm reaching away. Good. Cross. Center. Take that underarm towards that knee. So really lifting, activating the obliques a little bit more. Stay strong. Give you a break after this set. Last 5. Cross 4. Good. Reach 3. Last two. Take the underarm up. Last one. Hold it there. We are squeezing and releasing. So pop that balloon with the elbows. Imagine your elbows are little pins. Bring the elbows together, a little pop. Good. Don't squeeze the back of the hands into the back of the head. It's just the elbows. Good. Draw the belly button down. Bring the elbows together. Squeeze the balloon, release. Last 5. Little higher for 4. 3, 2, 1. Reaching that left hand across that right knee. Pulse up and up for 10. Higher. 8, 7, 6. Halfway there. And 4, 3, 2. Stay up, hold it. Reach to the fingertips, holding it for 10. Draw the belly button down. Good. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it back to the center. Drop the head down. Release the hands, taking them down either side of the body. Good. You really feel it in your upper core engagement. So right by your chest, you feel the core really active. Well done. We're going to come over into our single leg stretch. So reaching the hands down beside your body. Take a deep breath in. Using your exhale, we're floating both knees into tabletop. You guys have been with me a while, so try and work in neutral. So a little bit of a gap. And knees are stacked over your hips. Drop the chin to the chest. My collarbones feel wide. Reaching through those fingertips. Take a deep breath in. Before I do anything, scoop the belly button down. Lifting the head up, pressing the lower back into the mat. Take both hands onto one knee. Reach the other heel away long. Relax the shoulders down. Remember, think of lifting those shoulder blades up. Looking down at the belly button. Take a deep breath in here. As I exhale, we're switching. Good. And switch. And switch. And switch. Keep switching. Good. Don't know if that's interrupting your sound. Someone calling me. Good. Keep switching. Lifting the shoulder blades up. Really, really lengthening through the toes as you take away. Good control. And switch. And switch. You can take one hand to the top of the knee, the other hand towards the ankle. Good. Reach. 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 Looking down at the belly button. Think of lifting the shoulder blades up. Good. Last 10. 9, 8. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees into the chest. Drop the head down. Relax the shoulders. Good. Even roll the shoulders here. Release that tension into the neck. Well done. And even rock the pelvis from side to side, pressing that lower back into the mat. Release your core. Good. Take both feet down onto the mat. Take your right foot, prop it on top of your left knee. And then I just want you to hold it here and then just roll your pelvis. So actually you want to take that top knee down onto the floor. Just get that nice stretch into the waist. And you can take your hands into an I surrender position. So let goalposts. Take your hands down into that surrender or goalpost position. Feel that lovely opening into the waist and that rotation through the waist. Just try and take that knee down onto the floor beside you and keeping the other foot propped up on top of it. Deep breath in, exhale, sink here. You'll feel this into your IT band, and again, a little bit of flow into your hip. Flow back into the center for me. Just swap the other side. So propping your left foot up on top of your right knee. Hands up. Some people sleep like this. So hands in that goalpost position or as if you just got a fright. And just roll over, taking that knee down onto the floor. Just eye gaze up at the ceiling. You can close your eyes here. You'll feel a stretch into your IT band. You'll feel the hip open. You'll feel that like ringing in your waist. Good. Use your breath to sink into the stretch and just slowly bring yourself back towards your center again. We're going to roll yourself over to the side, both knees over, and press yourself up. If you want to use your pillow now, feel free, grab your pillow. I don't have one, but I have one, but it's ginormous. So you can just pop your pillow down and you can place your knee on the pillow if you find that maybe you've had injuries, or sometimes those skinny yoga mats can be just very uncomfortable when you're kneeling on them. Great. So I'm not going to use one today, so I'm going to come to this end. So we're going to work our right side. So right knee is going to come down to your pillow if you need it. And we're going to come over onto our, taking our left foot out nice and long. So this position, thinking of your alignment. So with this position, imagine that you're in between two panes of glass. So don't hinge forward. Activate your glute. So if you're getting that opening into this right hip as well, I never know where I left. So squeezing the glute, that's going to open up the hip and you'll feel it into your hip. I'm lengthening through my left foot, but I'm going to take my right hand down onto the floor. So I'm taking my right hand down onto the floor. If this is too much, you can come down onto the elbow, but try and work up on your hand just to build up strength into the wrists and work the upper body as well. I'm not going to take my hand flat. I'm going to have like my fingers just lightly pressing. So I'm not flat down on my wrist, bringing all that tension. I have my fingertips just touching off the mat, nearly as if the mat was like on fire and was really, really hot. Remember that opening into the hip? You're going to float the hand, just take it behind your ear or your head. That light is really bright, but I think you can see. So pull the elbow back, we're opening up the chest. You're in between two panes of glass, everything is nice and stacked. Holding it here, eye gaze straight ahead for you. Just take a deep breath in, and on your exhale, I want you to lift your foot up and then tap your toes off the mat. So tap and lift, good. Fingertips are pressing into the floor, tap and lift. Good. Squeeze that right glute. Push the hip forward. Think of pulling the belly button back. Good. Tap and lift. Tap and lift. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Hold it up. Flex the foot. Kick forward. Point the toe. Drag it back. Flex your foot. Draw forward, point the toe, drag it back. For last 4, 3, point, drag back. 2, drag back. 1, drag back. Bend that knee. You're going to take the knee down and lift up. Tap, lift, tap, lift. Good control. Good tap and lift. Last 5, last 4, and 3. Squeeze your glute as we lift for 2. Last 1. Hold it here. You're going to kick and bend. Kick, bend. Flex your foot as you kick out and bend. Flex. Keep that foot flexed. Good. Kick, bend. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, stay long. We're going to go elbow to knee and reach. Squeeze, reach, squeeze. Add in the hand reach. Squeeze, reach. Last 8 and 7. Good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach long. Good. Help yourself back up. Float the hands out either side. Readjust the pillow if you need to, if it's moved a little bit. Holding it here. Lengthening through that left foot, making sure my hip is stacked over my knee. We're going to float the hands behind the head. The theme of tonight is hands behind the head. Elbows nice and wide. Take a deep breath in here. On your exhale, activate your obliques as we drop the elbow over and then drawing it back to center. And lift. Good. Dropping down. Activate your obliques. Scoop the abdominals back and really think of that corset cinching in your waist to lift you back up. Elbows stay nice and wide. Good. Drop over. Lift. Last 8 and 7. 6. Last 5 and 4. Good. 3. Keep the core engaged. 2. Last 1. Stay down. Rotate, remove, lift. Just for 5. Drop down, rotate over, elbows wide. Remove the rotation, lift. drop, rotate. Good, last two. Last one, dropping over, rotate, remove, and lift. Float the hands back down. Take the hands down in front. Just stick the bum back. Hold it here and just sit all the way back. Allow the tailbone to drop down onto your heel. Just get that nice stretch into the leg. Taking the hands down onto the front. Relax the shoulders. Inhale, exhale, relax the shoulders, release any tension to the head. Good. Bringing both knees in. Switch your pillow around. So we're going to come on to the other side. I was really white on the other side, I think. So get ready. Move your pillow over to the other side. Maybe I need to focus. And we're going to do the other side. So you can come down onto the elbow if it's too much, but do try and work on the hand for me, just to build up that strength. This time my left knee is down. Really important to get your position. Don't rush into it. So my knee is directly underneath my hip. Little activation on that left glute, so we're pushing hips forward, getting our opening into our hip flexor. Lengthening out through my right leg. Imagine I'm in between two panes of glass. Good. Holding it here, take a nice deep breath in. Core engaged. We're floating the hands behind the head. Oh no, we're not. We're taking it down. Sorry, guys. We're taking the hand down. So same position here as well. Fingertips, like the mat is really, really hot. The elbow behind the head, or the hand behind the head, opening up the chest, drawing the elbow back so we keep that nice stack position. Are we ready to tap the toe and lift? Good. You're probably like, yay, we get to skip the first part. Good. Tap and lift. Good. Scoop the abdominals. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Tapping the toe, lifting up. Good. That elbow drawn back is going to keep the chest open. Last 5. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Hold it up. Flex the foot. Kick the foot forward. Point the toe. Press back. Flex. Forward. Point. Back. Last 5. Good. 4. 3. Last 2. Last 1. Good. Take it nice and long. Holding it there, squeeze the glutes. Take a deep breath in. You're bending the knee, taking it down and lift. Good. You feel that lovely opening into the oblique. Activate the underneath body. Good. Lift. Squeeze your glute as we lift. For 4, 3, 2, hold it up. Remember, kick, bend, keep the foot flexed. Last 10. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Are we ready? Remember, elbow to knee, reach for 10. Last 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Float it down, help yourself up. Get nice and stable. Readjust, adjust your pillow if you need to. Nice and tall, squeezing on my glutes, lengthening through my right side, taking the hands behind the head. This is what I wanted to start with. Elbows nice and wide. Deep breath in. Nice exhale as we hinge over. Use the core to power back into center. Taking it over to the side and lift. Exhale to lift. Last 6 and 5, 4, really strong. Last 3, 2, last 1. Stay down. Rotate, remove it, lift for 5. Good. Last 4. You might find you don't have as much, ability to rotate. I know I don't on this side. Last 2. Good. Last 1. Drop over, rotate, remove it, lift up. Take the hands down, stick the bum back. Just drop back onto that heel for me, keeping the leg nice and long, getting that stretch into your adductor. Shoulders relaxed. Take a deep breath in. And just exhale, just to sink here. Hold the stretch. Deep breath in. Exhaling. All the way. Good. Last breath. Inhale through the nose. And exhale. Good. Floating yourself all the way back in. And we're going to come over onto all fours and we'll do a nice cat-cow stretch. So help yourself over to all fours. We're going to have the hands, shoulders apart. Spread your fingers and press your fingertips into the mat. And again, before we do anything, think of pressing the floor away. Think of dropping my shoulder blades long down my back. Take a deep breath in, and then use your exhale as I drop my tummy down towards the mat, tucking the tail, opening up the chest, and just taking your eye gaze ahead. Inhale here, and then exhale as you tuck the tail. That harness is pulling the belly button up towards the ceiling. You're dropping the head down and allow the belly button to lift. Relax the shoulders. Inhale and then exhale to roll through. Drop the tummy down. Collarbones are nice and wide. Inhale, exhale as we tuck the tail. Go with your own pace here. Good. Relaxing the shoulders. Inhale, exhale, rolling through. Just 3 more here. And then as you exhale and feel the space, try to create even more space in between each vertebrae. As that belly button lifts, my shoulders relax. Get that lovely angry cat position. Good. Dropping down, rolling through. Relax the shoulders, eye gaze ahead, open up the chest. Deep breath in. Last one as we roll through. I'm tucking my tail, I'm dropping my head down. Good. Inhale here. Nice exhale as I slowly roll back to that nice neutral position. Keeping this position, we're going to do a little bit of balance work. So our Superman, I like to call it, or it can be all fours swimming. I like to call it Superman. So same position, wrist directly underneath the shoulders, knees directly underneath the hips. Keep it neutral, so don't drop your head down or don't lift it too high. Keep the head nice and neutral, so eye gaze just in front of the fingertips down on the mat. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, before you do anything, lift the belly button up. Engage your pelvic floor here as well. So imagine those sit bones lifting up towards the rib cage and the rib cage drawing down towards your sit bone. Feel that activation in your core. My core is nice and activated now. So imagine that cup of tea on your lower back as I float opposite hand, opposite leg weight. Do not spill a drop. It's not about taking the hands really, really high here or taking your foot really, really high. It's about keeping the stability in the pelvis. It's about drawing the belly button up. And it's about balancing here. A little bit of coordination as well. Float the hands back into center and the foot. Deep breath in, exhale, opposite side as we reach. Good. Lift the belly button up. Keep the shoulders squared. Keep your hips squared. Good. Taking it back to center. The slower you go, the more challenging. If you're just lifting and lowering really fast, you're nearly just saving yourself from falling over. So by lifting up, keeping the wrist stacked aligned with my shoulder, keeping my heel in line with my hips are lovely and squared. My belly button draws up. My eye gaze still down on the mat, taking it back to center. Inhale in the center, exhale, reach. Good, holding it. Breath in. Good. Exhale, slowly releasing back onto the mat. We're going to help ourselves down onto our tummy. So lengthen the legs all the way out. Lengthen the legs for me. We're going to do our double leg kick. So we're going to stack our hands on top of each other. My forehead is going to come down onto my hands. Good. I want you to lengthen the legs all the way out. So just working the lower body for the first couple of reps. Think of that zip on your ankles, drawing up towards your bum or towards your tailbone. So really wrapping the legs like a mermaid. My legs are together, they're parallel. My toes are down on top of the mat. My heels are up, but I'm zipping those legs up. Imagine a skin flip, wrapping around them. Squeeze them together, work those inner thighs. Dropping my forehead down onto my hands. My elbows are nice and relaxed either side, and they're nicely stacked in line with my hands. My shoulders are relaxed. Just working the lower body. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, squeeze the glutes, press your pubic bone into the mat, and then you're lifting the heels up. You're keeping the toes pointed, and I want you to just pulse the heels towards the bum
And then as you lengthen the feet away, think of lifting the thighs up off the mat. Think of lengthening the toes. Imagine I'm grabbing onto your tiptoes. Really activate the legs. Squeeze your glutes. Lengthen. Good. My feet are hovering. I'm really lengthening through my lower body. Knock them up a little bit. Good. So I'm lengthening. You'll feel the legs will shake. You're really active. Relax the forehead down. Shoulders relax. Deep breath in. Legs will shake. And now pulse. For 2 pulses, taking the heels towards the bum. As I lengthen out, zip up those legs, lift those thighs up off the mat, squeeze your glutes, relax your shoulders, don't take tension into the upper body. Deep breath in, exhale, releasing that tension in your quads as you just pulse your heels for 2 and lengthen. Activate the legs, squeeze them together, lengthen through your toes. Inhale, exhale, release the quads, pulse the heels for 2, lengthen out again. Good, relax the shoulders, zip up those legs, squeeze the glutes, activate them, work through the shaking, release those quads, pulse the heels, 1, 2, lengthen, last one, holding it. Good, stay up. You're gonna lift the head and shoulders up, you're gonna float the hands out in front. We're coming into our swimming. Take the feet a little bit wider, feet are hip distance, hands are shoulder distance. Eye gaze down on the mat, little pulses, opposite hand, opposite foot. Good. Legs are tired, keep them active. Squeeze your glutes, press your pubic bone into the mat. Keep pulsing for 10, 9, eye gaze on the mat. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Feel it in your hamstrings, release it all the way down. Good. Taking one hand, just reach it behind, grab onto one foot, and you can just relax the upper body. Holding it here, you can just cross your arm in front of you, just for that little bit of support. Take a deep breath in. So my right hand is grabbing onto my left foot. As I inhale in my center, use my exhale. Think of lifting your knee up off the mat. Think of pressing your hand into your foot and just feel that lovely stretch into your quad at the front. Relax the shoulders, don't take that tension into the upper body. Press your foot into your hand. Try and lift your knee up off the mat. If you're feeling it into the lower back, don't lift the knee as high. Good. Hold on to the foot, release down, and then release that foot away. You don't want to like slap it down. We're going to do the other side. So just crossing the arm over in front. My arms cross over in front. So just so I'm nice and supported in my upper body. I'm just grabbing on, taking my left hand towards my left foot. Eye gaze down on the mat, take a deep breath in. As I exhale, squeeze the glute, press your foot into the hand, and think of lifting your leg up off. Think of lifting your knee up. Think of lifting your quad up off the mat. So you're floating your knee. Press your foot into your hand. Lift it. Little squeeze on the glute. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Hold onto your foot. Release your quad back down. Release the hamstrings. And now press your foot all the way back. Really nice. Take your hands either side of the body. We're going to come into our nice swan dive prep. We're going to try full swan dive tonight. If you don't feel up to it, or maybe if you have any niggling in the lower back or really weak lower back, or some people, you know, then you kind of like, you can put out your back, lifting up kids, or even just bending over. Watching a video where you just bent over and they just put out their back. So if you have any niggling, just do the prep and then leave the full swan dive. So my fingertips are in around my cheekbones. My elbows are bent. Depending on the mobility in the lower back, adjust the hands. You can take them a little out more in front, or you can bring them a little closer towards your cheekbones. My shoulders are relaxed. My toes are down on the mat. My feet are hip distance apart, I should say. Just relax here. Take a nice deep breath in to prepare as always. And then when you exhale, we're squeezing on the glutes again. You're lifting that belly button up. Remember, like that blueberry on the belly button, you don't want to squash it. And now take a breath in again. Don't release your core. And then use your exhale to press the floor away, coming up into our lovely swan dive prep. So my chest lift. I'm lengthening through my feet on the mat. My toes stay down. If it's too much on the lower back, take the hands out a little more in front. Don't do this for me. We're always melting the shoulders away from the ears. Good, holding it. Anyone who wants to go into a full swan dive, you're going to take a deep breath in the top.
As you exhale, you're going to rock down onto your chest while you swing the hands out in front. So I'll just show you here. So inhale at the top, exhale as I rock my hands out and release to land. Good. Squeeze the glutes as we roll onto the chest and lift. Last 4. 3. My level ones just lift and lower in your swan dive breath. 2. Last 1. Hold it up. Release the glutes. Breath in at the top. And just press yourself all the way down. Release that tension into the lower back. Holding it there. We're going to press ourselves all the way up. Bring into a nice child's pose. We're going to take the knees nice and wide, toes together. Sink the bum back. Take the hands out in front of me. Feel that lovely opening into the back body. Feel that lovely stretch into your pelvis, into your tailbone. Take a deep breath in and just exhale and sink into the stretch. Release tension into the shoulders. Breath in and exhale to release. One more breath here. So the knees nice and wide. And release your tummy down in between the legs. Don't worry about sucking in the tummy. Keeping that core engaged as you inhale. And just exhale to release your tummy all the way down. Good, really strong. Press yourself all the way up. Tap yourself over. We're going to come into a nice wide position. So we're going to come over to sitting. And again, if you feel like you are rolling back off your sit bones, just bend over your mat or use your pillow. If you have your pillow from earlier, do that. So you can use your pillow and just sit on the edge of it so that it kind of pushes you forward. We're going to take the heels or the legs really wide. My toes are drawing back towards me. So this is going to force you into a lovely neutral position. Don't rush this. Think about your posture. We want to be nice and tall on the sit bones. Draw the feet back towards you just to get that activation through the back of the legs and through our hamstrings. If you find it's too much, you can just drop them down. You can drop them down just to release, or just have a slight bend in the knee, just a little bend in the knee. If you can, throw the toes back. Nice activation through the legs. We're nice and tall. We're coming into the saw. So as we float the hands out, shoulders stay relaxed. Think of wringing out a towel. So you really want to wring out your waist as we rotate. Your hips stay forward. Your sit bones stay glued to the pillow or to the mat. Don't allow them to lift. Inhale in the center to prepare. As I exhale, I'm just rotating over, keeping my nose nicely stacked in line with my chest, so I'm not overextending the neck. Take a deep breath in. We're hinging forward, taking opposite hand to opposite foot. So again, we want to chop off our ankle. My right hand reaches towards my left ankle. That back hand that's idle. Take your palm up towards the ceiling. So as if you want to high five the ceiling, scoop the belly button back. Just go as far as you can with it, and then float back into the center. Don't worry about hitting or touching your forehead off the feet. It's about the rotation and that nice stretch into the back of the spine. Inhale in the center. Elbows stay soft as I rotate. I'm hinging forward, reaching towards, taking my left hand. I'm chopping off my right ankle. That back hand that's idle. Press it up towards the ceiling. Taking it back to center. Draw the toes back towards you. Inhale in the center. Exhale. Get that lovely rotation into the waist as we reach forward, chopping. So you want to take baby finger to baby toe. That hand that's idle. Press it up towards the ceiling. Floating into the center. Inhale, exhale, rotate, and reach. Good. Just do one more either side. Use your exhale. Reaching forward. Good. Slowly taking it back into the center. Rotate. Get that movement into the spine. And reaching all the way forward. Relaxing the shoulders. Good. Breath in. Exhale. Taking it back to center. Really strong. Cross your feet over. Take away your pillow or your mat that's doubled over. Crossing the legs in front, and we're just going to do a little bit of a roll back onto the sit bone. Just getting that nice activation and mobility through our spine. I'm going to turn around, so turn to the side so that you can see me. Think of opening up the chest. So as I sit up nice and tall on my sit bones,
Open up the chest for me, collarbone stay nice and wide. Take a deep breath in and then scoot the belly button back as we roll back. I'm now closing over my chest. I'm getting that stretch into the lower back, but I'm rocking off my sit bones, rolling back onto my tailbone, keeping the shoulders nice and relaxed. Take a deep breath in and then roll back up onto the sit bones. When you're up top, open up the chest for me, collarbones nice and wide. Inhale at the top, exhale as I roll back. Rock off your sit bones onto the tailbone, close over the chest. Drop your chin to the chest. Deep breath in, exhale, lifting all the way up. Good, opening up the chest. Inhale, exhale, rolling back. Off those sit bones onto the tailbone, closing over the chest. Inhale, use the exhale as we lift up onto the sit bones again. Open up the chest, collarbones wide. Take the eye gaze a little bit higher, so maybe look at the ceiling. Inhale here, exhale as I close over. Eye gaze down at the mat. Close over the chest. Relax the shoulders. Breath in, exhale as you lift up. Good, you're opening up the chest. Good, inhaling at the top. Exhale as we roll all the way back. Back onto the sit bones, closing over the chest. Next one, when you're ready, come back up onto the sit bones. Good, really, really strong. When you're ready, take the legs nice and wide or nice and long. You want a little bit of space either side. I'm going to come off the edge of my mat. You're going to roll yourself all the way down. Relax your head down onto the floor. You're going to take your left leg long. You're going to take a deep breath in. You're going to float the right knee in towards the chest. Relax your right hand down by the side of your body. Take a deep breath in here. Use your exhale as I press my right knee across my body. Good, rolling over. Imagine you want to press that knee down towards the floor. Feel that lovely stretch into the side of the body. My eye gaze stays up towards the ceiling and my hand is pressing down into the floor. Feel that nice wringing out again of the waist. Good. Feel the stretch into the glute, especially after all that side kneeling. That glute is activated to keep you lifted. Remember, release the tension in the shoulders. Good. Hold it there. Take a deep breath in. Just pull a little bit more activation. Exhale to intensify the stretch. Good. And then release back to center. Good. We'll do the other side. Breath in. Lengthening my right leg this time. Floating the left knee. Taking opposite hand to opposite knee. And then pressing that knee across the body. My left arm still presses down into the floor. My collarbones stay wide. My eye gaze towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. Use your exhale and just sink a little further into the stretch. Drop the chin towards the chest. Take a deep breath in. Really strong as you release all the way back to the center. We're going to come into a full body stretch. So lengthen the feet all the way out. Lengthen the hands overhead. Don't worry about flaring the rib cage. So allow the rib cage to flare. Just stretch out. Eye gaze up towards the ceiling as I take my hands overhead. Lengthen through my toes. And grabbing onto your hands and pulling them. Good. Take a deep breath in. Release that tension. Drop your chin to your chest. Scoop the belly button and roll all the way up. Good. When you're there, hinge forward. Grabbing onto the ankles, drop the chin down towards the chest, and just hold it here. Take a deep breath in. Use your exhale to sink a little further into the stretch. Good. Bring the feet in. Come up to standing very slowly. Take time, don't rush. And we'll just do 2 roll downs to finish. So be mindful, feet hip distance, soft knees for me, shoulders nice and relaxed. Inhaling at the top. Nice exhale as I drop my chin to my chest. Relax into it as I start to roll down. I'm unstacking my spine. Create that space in between each vertebrae. When you're at the bottom, soften the knees, relax the head and the shoulders. Take a deep breath in and then on your exhale, walk your hands over to one side. Just hold it there. Good. Take a deep breath in and then use your exhale as you take your hands all the way to the other side. You're getting that rotation through the waist here as well. Try to square off your shoulders in line with the wall beside you. Slowly draw back into center. Allow the head to hang. Take a deep breath in and then use your exhale as we scoop the belly button and start to roll up. Restacking the shoulders,
Rolling the shoulders back. Good. Breath in at the top. Exhale, shin to chest. Last one. As we start to unstack the spine, use your exhale as you roll all the way down. Good. Reaching for the floor. Relax the head and the shoulders. Take a deep breath in, and then on your exhale, just lift and lower the head and the shoulders. Small little lift and lower. Little pulses here. My head is nice and it's just hanging there. My head would feel heavy. Just lift and lower the shoulders. Small pulses for 3. Good. 2 and 1. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, slowly roll up. Good. Lower, middle, and upper back. Relax the shoulders. Breath in the center. Use your exhale. Just slowly drop your ear over towards your shoulder. Just stay here. Take a deep breath in. And use your exhale to sink a little further into this side. Good. Don't bring that shoulder up to meet your ear. Keep both shoulders relaxed. Really slowly take your head back to the center. Take a deep breath in the center. I'm going to slowly take it to the other side. Good. Shoulders stay relaxed. Just breath in here and then use your exhale just as we sink a little further into that stretch. Good. Deep breath in and then really slowly draw your head back to the center. And well done. Really good, everyone. I think I just found a little bit of gas on the floor, but well done. Good work. Thanks for joining me. Half past good timing. And we're here on Saturday for bar, so definitely jump on. And then the following week is when the membership will start, so feel free to join a membership and keep going. But well done, everyone.
Thanks, Kim.
You're so welcome.